I'm just stinking excited to talk to you guys, to dive into this message, because this really is about like following your heart. And then oh, there, yeah, there's a spider up there. Sorry, I'm already getting so distracted. I'm so grateful to be here to talk with you all, whomever is landing on this video. I have a hair on my mouth. Cat hair. Mm-hmm. Welcome for my new folks. I'm Izzy. I go by 8th House Mercury here on my other account town tagged down below. Astremia is my other account where I do evolutionary astrology. I've been talking about the eclipses, the nodal shifts, all that fun stuff is down there if you're curious about that info. Okay, do some of you guys have allergies? Because, like, I just I didn't even did I snuggle my cat? Yeah, I think I did. Okay. Yeah, okay. Maybe it's just on me. Maybe it's not a sign. Maybe it's not a sign. Maybe I just snuggled my cat. Anyways, there's a lot that so much has changed. This eclipse and this portal that we're in, I'm always here for the ride. I'm always here to sit and be present with what is moving through, with what is like surfacing in the collective, and it's like you know what they just showed me? Is it's like you've been like very devout to yourself, to your spiritual journey, to the shadow work, to the depths, to like the hard work too. And they're showing me, when you like sorry, I'll get to the message. When in like grade school where like when you accomplish a certain amount of tasks, sometimes your teacher will have like a treasure box, or like at the end of the week you get a prize. It's kind of like spirits like, here's your prize, and they're opening the box and it's like everything ever that you've wanted, that you've desired, that feels like true to you. And it's like, what do I pick? What do I pick? And it's like, you don't have to pick. I keep touching my hair. Wow. I must be in love with you all. I'm not. I'm not. Just preface. I just love love. And I'm a lover girl. Caution. Anyways. So this message kind of the song Written in Your Heart from Princess and the Pauper. If you know, you know. For those of you, because my audience is a vast range of people, as I've come to understand, and I'm blessed with that. It's a Barbie movie, guys. It's a Barbie movie, and your homework is to go watch it, even if you are above the age of 50 or even like above the age of 40. Like, come on, it's such a beautiful movie. And the specific line is when these two friends sing together, um, is, um, and you're always free to begin again, and you're always free to believe. When you find the place that your heart belongs, you'll never leave. And then it keeps repeating. And then, love is like a melody, one that I will always treasure. Courage is the key that opens every door. Though you may not know where your gifts may lead, and it may not show at the start, when you live your dream, you'll find destiny is written in your heart. And that, like, literally, like, I was singing it and I was like, oh my God, is this a message? Spirit's like, yeah, sit your pretty ass down and channel it and dive into it. So here we are. And, like, really, whoa. Sometimes when you get in the channel, it's kind of intense. I feel like there might be different people here. Welcome again. I already introduced myself. I'm getting a little giddy. Um, this energy is a lot. Let's be honest. This energy is a lot in this way of like, wow, I'm finally like listening to my heart. I'm finally following my heart. For some of you guys, you might have quit jobs. For some of you, you might have taken like a step into a new direction when it comes to career. Again, I keep touching my hair. Did you guys just get your hair done? Looking cute, looking fresh. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody getting like their hair done. I'm seeing like a really nice fade on some gentlemen. So love that for you. Okay. We're gonna roll the astro dice here to deepen into this. We have Let's fucking go. We have Jupiter and Scorpio in the 9th house. Wow. Talk about like spiritual expansion. Now, I'm going to go on a little astro moment here because astrology is my first language. I've been studying for over a decade at this point. Forever student. Now, the thing about this story between Scorpio and Sagittarius, as Scorpio is the 8th sign, marking the end of the interpersonal signs, and then leads into Sagittarius, the start of the transpersonal signs. Now, the second four, which is going to be Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio, they're all interpersonal. Bear with me. You guys are getting a cool little lesson from me. Eventually, let me know. You guys want astrology classes from me? I've talked about it, but I have to like actually have people's genuine interest and like read it for it to really clock. So let me know. Anyways, that was such a random sidebar. And so so the difference is Scorpio leading into Sagittarius. It's this leap from the interpersonal connection, which is like you and another person and or you and like a small group of people, into you and the collective, a larger audience. And Scorpio is this moment where you are facing basically losing all of yourself through merging with another person, and most people's ego will battle this, and or the depths that Scorpio takes you through. It's not for the faint of heart, right? It's the traumas, it's the fears, it's the dark night of the soul over and over again, over and over and over again. And a lot of people, that can be their moment where they decide to exit this simulation, just to put it in terms that I won't get flagged for. Now, the thing about Sagittarius is it's when we come out on the other side, we come up from the underworld, and a lot of people will perceive Sagittarius to be this very jovial, very happy-go-lucky sign, and it's because they've been to the darkest place in hell, Scorpio, and have chosen to live and chosen to continue to stay because the wisdom that they gained at the deepest parts of themselves, they know that it will be medicine for the world. That's the collective of people I'm talking to here. And my whole purpose of talking about that, like, by the way, I'm clocking my Sagittarius folks here. I know you guys hide behind your morbid humor and jokes and your jovial nature, but I see you. You guys are hiding behind the pain. I've always been the funny one. making the jokes, keeping it light, because life is heavy and it's like, hey, we got to have fun somehow. So shout out. The Jupiter in Scorpio in the 9th house is like a merging of these two and an expansion of it. So it's like taking the medicine that like you guys are, and that's why like you're following your heart. You have found this medicine so deep within you. And wow, yeah, this time that this message is meeting you is such a pivotal time in your journey where yeah, you're getting the choice to begin again. It really is like you guys had that descent and now it's the ascent happening and you're just like, okay. And what's interesting is, as you know, because I know I'm talking to a collective of people who are not new to this, where it's almost like as teenagers we go deep and then we come back up and then we go deeper through our early 20s and like have those darker depressive moments and then we come back up, and it's like each time it gets deeper but you come up higher. And that is what's happening, is it's like there is a larger ascent at play because you've gone deeper within yourself, and it's not this like darkness, it's the acceptance of being human, being flawed, being real. And instead of making that wrong and like trying to escape it, you're like, no, it's actually something I'm like, I'm hearing like, it's like merging together, but in this way, fusing. That's the word. It's like this fusion. Now I'm seeing like the Steven Universe, like gems. I haven't watched all of those, but was always something I really loved the first season. And you're always free to begin again, and you're always free to believe. It's a bit of a high song for me. There we have the 9th house again. We have 3. And what else is down here? The 5th house. Oh my gosh. It's like it's time for you to play. And it almost feels like this story, like, oh God, I know we were all in it. I know the last like few weeks with the Mercury retrograde, if you're watching this around the time that I'm posting it. Now Mercury goes retrograde 3 times a year. Come on. Come on. Come on. There he is. That it's been a lot. It's been a lot of like the last like fucking dregs coming up, these like little shadow monsters in our psyches that are like, me. You're just stay back. Just like don't grow. Just stay put. Like stay here forever. And you're like, no. And really, I feel like this is like this moment where you're, and I just heard people feel this moment. Hit that song. You're hi. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, and commenting. It feeds his very expensive diet. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, YouTube. Wow. He just takes my heart all the time. Coming back in. Woo! He's so fucking cute. And thank you guys for all the reassuring comments on my videos when I when I go into these like silly moments and just like you guys enjoying my authenticity, because yeah, and that like to speak to live tangible experience, to this experience of the like fears coming in, like my silliness and my humor has always been like not enjoyed by people around me. So I just like wouldn't, and or I would try and it just wouldn't land. Man, it sucks being the funniest person in the room. But it feels so beautiful to have a space where that I've cultivated, that I've built, that I can do this. And it's that choice of like I could have had those people in my past that told me that I wasn't funny, or that my voice didn't matter, or that like I wasn't going to go anywhere, or whatever. It's interesting because yeah, I think that was mostly in teen years that happened, and it's like those little teenage beasts rear their head again, and a lot of things have come up during the last few weeks. I'm relating this back to you guys, where those little similar threads, however it relates to you, whether it was your parents telling you you weren't good enough, or that you needed to be a specific thing, a specific role, it's like it's all melted. It's all completely gone. You woke up and it's like, oh, I'm just gonna go do the things that I want to do. I'm just gonna go do them. And so like this, you'll for sure know this message for you if you literally have woken up and you feel different. And it's because you've fused together your light and your darkness. You did it. I heard like, here's a grand prize. You did it. You did the thing that you were supposed to do. Spirit's really stoked. Yeah, with the 2 there. Now the 3, the 9th house, and the 5th house is really talking about like, can play be a part of your beliefs? Can play have a part in your experience? And I wanted to ask about like, why are you feeling different? That's way too many. Okay, well, we have the 8 confirming what I already said about the we have the 22 and 5. 25? 27? Some of you guys are 27, and that's interesting because there's like the phenomenon of like singers or artists or famous people disappearing or exiting this matrix at age 27, and it's almost like you made it to 28. Capricorn. Yeah. The reason you feel different is because there's an agreement. Yeah, some of you guys are going through your Saturn returns. That could be you're either ages 28 to 30 or 58 to 60. Wow, the message started to deepen as we're getting into that. Like, why are things different? Like, what did change? And now my heart, I'm feeling a pain in my heart. What is that? Oh, it's growing pains. I was like, why is my heart hurt? And it's like you're now taking up more space. 82225. 8225. That might be significant for somebody. That's so interesting. I'm like, I'm not picking up anything other than like the numerology. So maybe eights, twos, fives. You've been seeing those. And now they're showing me in my mind's eye, like you literally crafting your reality in your mind. And now I'm seeing like coding and programming. I do want to, okay, wow, this is leading into something a lot bigger. You literally have cracked the code, is what Spirit's saying here, because you're understanding how to cultivate your reality. Meaning, it's unique for some of you guys. Like some people, I'm literally seeing like in the dream world, you're like crafting like things and you're um connecting and like piecing together timelines. Others of you, I'm seeing scripting, like writing what your life is going to look like. Some of you guys, it's meditating, but it's like whatever thing that you've been doing consistently, it's paying off, and it is consistency with the Capricorn here. Like it's consistent human time dedicated to this bigger thing. And it is you following your heart. You've come back to the center. You've come back to you. And you're always free to begin again. Yeah. You may not know where your gifts will lead. Or the box and the poet. I heard like you're finally thinking outside of the box and you're creating outside of the box. Like yeah, they're not letting me the medallions underneath this. Like you're a good chunk of you, like this feels very monetarily driven. Like not that that is your goal to have more finances, but it can be your goal. But I'm seeing like oh god damn. I'm like, I haven't even like looked up at you guys. I've been so in this message. Wow. They're showing me like how a game maker, like a game dev builds a game, and that you're testing the parameters and you have finally accessed your inner game maker, and you're like so like you're in the role of the observer, like completely, like the observer, capital T, capital O. And you're like, okay, it's time to put these things together, put these pieces together. You're realizing that the people that you encounter on the streets are versions of you, and that you will meet yourself. And like it literally is like you've completely broken free from the mainframe. It's so funny. I kept saying the Matrix in this. You've literally broken free from it by following your heart and by like being dedicated to yourself and this path. And it has taken sacrifice of limited thinking, right? It's like that's the coin that you've been putting in the coin slot, is like limited thinking, so you get more turns. And it's like you're like, oh, I can let this go. I don't have to think this small anymore. And your mind, now I'm seeing like mega mind. That's funny. But I'm also seeing like Jimmy Neutron, where he's like, think. Where like you just are having this mental expansion and heart expansion at the same time. Like your energy is taking up more space. Now they're bringing me back to this Jupiter in the ninth house, Scorpio energy, where it's like, it's dual, it's going both. Yeah, it's like, when I keep naming them, it's like you're expanding downwards and upwards, because Sagittarius is all about setting their vision forward to the future, but you're also doing like work, you're doing like past work too by remaining so present. And that's what you're realizing that you're doing, is you're reprogramming in the now. You are living as though you are in the end. Your desired reality, 2022. 2022 might have been significant. All right, Spirit, tell me what else you would like them to know. Apocalypsis, the fault line, and the river. They really want to emphasize that they see your sacrifice, and they want me to read the Apocalypsis card. Okay. Love is like a melody, one that I will always treasure. Courage is the key that opens every door. Now you may not know where your gifts. Bum, bum, bum. Hello, Apocalypsis. Come through. Whew, you guys need to breathe. Jeez. Okay. Apocalypsis, removing the veil of deception. What did I fucking say? It's like, Spirit's like, you want the truth? And you were like, yeah, cool. And they're like, cool, here's what you do. You just got to like remove every limiting belief. And you're like, okay, cool. And then it's like, I heard, I'm tired of this, grandpa. And Spirit's like, that's too damn bad. Like you got close to wanting to give up. Some of you were like, I'm going back to like the old patterns. I'm going to do the thing. I'm going to pick up the substance. I'm going to go back to the toxic person. I'm going to engage in these patterns again. But you didn't. Apocalypsis indicates a particularly painful time, one that unfolds when two desperate dynamics occur simultaneously, pulling the psyche in seemingly opposite directions, Sagittarius and Scorpio. The first is that the lifting of the veil, Scorpio. This means truths that have been kept in the dark are revealed, seen, and unearthed. No matter how relieving it is to witness them come into light, an element of despair and grief follows. The second dynamic is the regeneration that comes from the wreckage of said revealed truth, Sagittarius. The old narrative breaks and a new story forms. Apocalypsis energy is similar to a forest fire. Y'all know forest fires are significant for me, and if you're new here, I literally just moved like not even 2 weeks ago because of one. So I'm right there with you guys. Devastation for the sake of regeneration. The veil lifts, and we see who and what has been hiding. From the nakedness of the truth, a child is born. Have faith in the process. Hold to your center. That is the only way. And it literally is this like cracking open so that you could jump into the river. And this river card's one of my favorite cards in this deck because it really speaks to like when you get in the river. I'm literally seeing like what's it called? What's the prison that the Titans are in? I'm almost seeing like that opening up. And like you're going like, but okay, not as morbid. I'm gonna be honest, not as morbid. But I'm seeing this part of you open up and like you are connecting to your emotions deeply first off and letting like your heart guide instead of making it the enemy. And the river is also like taking you. I heard country road, take me home, but not the original version, the Hawaiian version by Israel. That's what I grew up on. Yeah. Anyways, I'm so comfortable with you guys. I don't know what new collective has popped in since everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. These forest fires. Okay. Now, okay, easy focus. The river. You're literally being changed in this process. It is something that you cannot control. on the other side of it is like a new foundation, a new belief, right? Returning back to the Apocalypsis card where it's like the regeneration that comes after it. And this ninth house energy that keeps coming up is like you are about to be stronger than ever. You're being forged right now. Your heart, your vessel is being forged to hold more, to receive more. And I'm noticing that rest is important here. Like there's going to be some downtime where you need to take a pause. So when you do feel that exhaustion come up, like pause. We have the shaman and the shadow. Moon shadow, leaping and hopping on a moon shadow. I can't grab it, but the shadow fell, and that feels significant. It's like the shadows, and that's the thing about the shaman. If you are unfamiliar with shamanism, beautiful. It's probably the space that I most identify with personally. And so the lower realms, right? The shadow realms, the underworld, right? These shadowy places, it's just a part of us. And once you realize that, which I feel like you guys have, it is deeply empowering. And with the shadow falling like that, it's like, oh yeah, like I can let the shadow fall away. I knew the sword was going to come out. The sword behind me was drawn to my attention. And additionally, when I said being forged, what are you being forged for? A weapon of mass destruction. No, that's just a meme. I'm just joking. To come to life. Let me cover that. Come to life. Bring me to life. Wake me up inside. Y'all are getting Izzy in her finery again. You're the power of attraction. Like attracts like. That's pretty. It's really beautiful. But you are genuinely like being forged into somebody to actually share your gifts with the world. Again, this thinking outside of the box that you're doing in order to step into this energy and coming back to the written in your heart, like your heart is expanding, you're trusting your heart. And actually underneath my I have this very special pendant that was created for me. And yeah, it's like right on my heart. And that felt interesting. Some of you guys might have actual like items coming into your possession that are representations of this, or some of you are being encouraged to actually create representations of this energy in some way to like fortify it. Again, forging the energy. There is something that wants to be created here. Now that we're on this tangent, I heard like a declaration to self. Now I heard freedom fighters. Oh, gosh. I'm getting extremely hot here now. Okay, yeah, things are okay. Now that makes sense. I had to take a moment. I'm like, what is this? Spirit's saying that like as this builds, like any forging, like you have to stick the metal into the fire, and the hotter it gets, the more malleable it is. This time, if you're watching this when I am sharing it, we're in the middle of the eclipse portal. We're going through it. They said this time is going to be heating you up, and like, right, and some of you like eating cooler foods might be helpful at this time too. Lots of water, please. But this is a part of the process to stir up some stuff. And now I'm seeing like stirrups, like get your feet in the stirrups. Like you've got to like it's go time for some of you guys with the vision. Go time for, oh my god, literally the hunter just came out when I said that. Like in the stirrups, it's go time. What are we Follow your heart. That's literally it. What can we get some clarity for the collective on this direction, please? I feel like this reading was all over the place, but I trust you guys to pick up what was meant for you. It's time for you guys to claim your throne and your power. Like, legitimately, guys. Like, it's time. It is 1000% time for you to step into this energy. And that's what this container is really like. I heard like it again, going back to Princess and the Pauper, it's like you feel like you're stepping into a role, like it's almost like, oh, I'm just filling in for something, but it's like, no, you are being shaped into somebody that, because she does end up marrying a prince. So that means she becomes a queen, right? So she was being prepared for a role that she didn't know she was actually going to have. I feel like a lot of you guys, like, you're being, okay, Spirit is being intentionally vague. Some of you guys have had some visions on what this is. Continue thinking outside of the box. Continue allowing the insights to come through. For some of you guys, like, creating is a way to channel this energy, like painting, drawing, writing, dancing, singing, whatever it is for you. Like, that is just a way for Spirit to move through you, to again fortify you, to build your capacity to hold this bigger vision. It's bigger than you even know. My crown is tingling. But you are becoming the person that can actually and accurately hold this energy. You're about to be on the top. Like, you guys are about to be there. Defend till the end, the worthwhile. This was coming to my mind as well. Again, with this imagery of the sword, like, it's bigger than just you, but you are the one that's going to carry this through. Whatever this is. Spirit won't let me be specific, because they're like, all will be revealed. All will be revealed. Don't you worry. Just trust what is being called of you right now. Whatever your heart is calling you to do right now, that is the next step. Okay? I'm going to leave this here. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just going to keep saying the same things over and over again. I love you guys. I can't wait to see you tomorrow in the next video. All my offerings are down below. My card readings are sold out for now, so I'll let you know when they're open again. But I do have natal chart readings, and those are real potent. I have 3 open for August, and then there are 10 spots for September for anybody who's interested in having their natal chart read by me. I would love the honor to dive in with you all. I love you guys. Bye.